Hi guys, welcome back. Robbie and Bonnick, RIB, inspirational speaker, inspirational coach, and author of Soul Survivor, How an Abandoned Child Went From Nothing to Everything, published by New Holland. Now guys, today we're going to talk about how long does it take you to write a book? How long? It's $1 million question. So remember. I'm just coming back from the gym, sorry about that. But remember. Share, okay? So sharing is caring. We want people to write books. We want those books to go out and positively impact the lives of tens, hundreds, thousands, millions of people. So that's how we do this, guys, right? So if you've got people that maybe are just starting a book or haven't started, or someone who's been wanting to write a book and they started but they haven't finished and it's been taking them forever, pass this on to them. Or if it's the people that maybe are just there sitting on the fence, pass this on to them. So this is, you can share it, okay guys? Please share. Now, let's get into today's session. So now, how long does it take to write your book? Now, as I think I mentioned to you, my book, this one, so it was a manuscript of 50,000 words, okay? So when I sat down with the publisher, we had a conversation to work out, well, how long does the manuscript need to be? Now, your manuscript is the, I guess it's a writing, right? It's the body of your work. It's your book before it gets edited, cut down, and sliced up, if that's what's going to happen, right? So my manuscript for that book was 50,000 words. Now, there's three things which is really important to know when you're trying to work out how long does it take to write your book. The first thing I've just given you, the first thing is if you're working with a publisher, work out, well, how long does the manuscript need to be, right? Once you find out how long the manuscript needs to be, then that's one little sign that you can start to chop it down into bite-sized chunks. That's number one. Number two is your structure. So in a previous session, we went through how to structure your book. Now, when you're learning how to structure your book, then you're getting all the insights, Remember we did the chapter by chapter, 2 points, 2 or 3 points per chapter, 1 story per chapter, or 1 or 2 stories to alliterate the points you're trying to make. And we also spoke about adding an emotion next to each chapter. Now that emotion technique, which literally writes the book for you and avoids writer's block forever, we're going to go through in the next session. So, but for now we're talking about structure. But once you have that structure down, already you're going to get a much better idea of how long it's going to be and how long it's going to take. The third one is the key. So the third one is that once you start writing the book, flow of consciousness writing, and we'll go through how to do that in an upcoming episode as well, but flow of consciousness writing, then you want to go for at least 40 to 45 minutes. And in that time, let's see how many words you've written. How many words have I written? So I'll give you an example. So as I told you before, for those of you who remember, I wrote that book, Soul Survivor, How an Abandoned Child Went From Nothing to Everything. 80% was on a mobile phone, right? Now, on that mobile phone, I knew there's 50,000 words. I knew I could write 1,000 words in 45 minutes. 45 minutes to an hour. Now, to make matters a little bit more spicy, a little bit more interesting, so this is when we first arrived here in Bali. So we're in Bali. This is where we are, beautiful Bali. So what basically happened was, we were in the front seat of an Avanza. Now, the Avanza is like a mini bus that are very common here, and it's what you take to go around and discover the island with your driver and so on. So I was in the front seat, right? The kids were in the back with my partner Marina, right? And thank you so much, Marina, because she supported me so much. Get the support of your partner, by the way. So the kids were screaming and carrying in the back, but I was in the front passenger seat, just smashing away on this mobile phone, right? I'd write my chapter and I would send it to a central location and then I was done. But that would also, because it takes about an hour to get anywhere in Bali during high season, right? Normal times. And so it would take me an hour. So I knew I had that hour free. So what I said is that I don't want to work too hard. When the publisher asked me, she's probably watching this, she's going to laugh at me. When the publisher asked me, Rob, how long do you need to write your book? And I was there, and I was on the spot. I was like, 6 months. I just thought it was a good period of time, not really knowing how long it was going to take me. But I said, yeah, 6 months. And of course, I left it till about the last 2 months, 2.5 months to start writing. Usual stuff with human beings at the end of the day, right? So that's the deadline which I had. So I knew that I didn't want to work that hard either. So I said, you know what? I'll do 5 days a week, 1 hour a day. Because I knew by that time, because I'd done 1 or 2, I knew how long it would take in terms of how many words I could write in 1 hour, right? So then I just literally just did the math. From there on in, I just did the math. And it took me 10 weeks, okay? Now that's the actual writing part of it. And I could have done it a lot faster than that, but as I said to you before, I didn't really want to go crazy on this because I was on holiday at that time, right? I didn't want to be all just writing. So this comes down to your objectives of what is it you want to do, how hard you want to work. And then once you find out those 3 things, how long is it going to be? You know, how much can you write in that 45 minutes to an hour? Right? And your structure. Once you work those things out, that will give you the plan that you need to work out how long it would take you to finish writing your book. All right? Okay. Important stuff now. So as I mentioned to you before, you know, we have this great technique which is about using your emotions to write the book for you in a way that writer's block will never happen. It will never happen. It's revolutionary. And everyone that I've shared this particular technique with have all sworn by it. They love it, and it makes their life a whole lot easier, right? Now that's what we're going to do in the next session, right? So make sure you don't miss the next session because that's going to be a really important session, okay? Now bonuses, yes, everyone loves a bonus. Now bonuses. So we've got 2. You need to email me, and I'll leave the email somewhere below, side, or above, wherever it's going to be. And you need to email me and say, Rob, give me the bonus, right? And the bonus number 1 is a cheat sheet for writing a book in the way that we've already described, right? The structuring and all of that. So it's a cheat sheet. Number 1, cheat sheet. Boom. Number 2 is 40 minutes with me, probably a Zoom call, and we'll go through the strategy of what it is you want to do. We'll go through where you're at, what you want to achieve, whether you've started a book, whether you're looking to start a book, or whether you're trying to finish the book and you're stuck, right? We're going to go through all of that stuff there. Also, what we're going to do is that we will go through, now, if you're looking, you know, to turn this into a 6-figure income, right? We can go into a strategy behind that. And I can share with you the PR partners that I work with and all the rest of that. So that strategy session is 40 minutes of my time spent wisely because there's always something that you get from it. There's always an insight that comes up, okay? So I definitely encourage you to take me up on one or both of those offers. How you do it is by emailing me, and I'll leave the email in the description, wherever it is, and and just say, Rob, give me the bonus. Give me the bonus. Give me the bonus. Okay, and then we can go from there. We can schedule it in. All right. Okay. Now, if you're just joining us, thank you for joining us. For those of you who have been with us for a little while now, I thank you so much, guys, for your attention and your love, and I thank you for sharing it as well. Remember, the point of this is that we all have an amazing story, and that story needs to be told. And for that story to be told, it needs to be as easy as possible for us to write it and get it out of our brain, body, and mind onto a piece of paper and into a book, right? And that's what this is for, this part of it. And then the second part of it is basically, if you want to monetize that, if you want to turn it into a brand which can then create some income, then that's the second part of this, guys, okay? So please share. Remember, the next session is the key to how to use your emotions to write for you, all right? No writer's block ever again, all right? And you'll write it in a really fast period of time. Lots of love, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.